Hey guys, this is Undercover Dudes all the way from Down Under, and today we're going to be talking about the PS4 version of LawBreakers. LawBreakers is a first-person shooter developed by Boss Key Productions, and yesterday it was announced that LawBreakers is coming to the PS4. On the screen right now, we have some PS4 gameplay of LawBreakers. Basically, I took the interview from GameOverGreggy, I went and removed all the interview parts, only took the gameplay, put it all together, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Now, on top of yesterday's announcement, it was also announced that LawBreakers is going to be 30 USD. 30 USD is significantly cheaper than many AAA first-person shooters, and I'm personally really happy that Boss Key went in this direction. From the get-go, they said it's not going to be around the $60 mark. A lot of people saying it's going to be around the 20 to 30, and I think 30 USD is the golden zone. Now that translates to around 40 Australian dollars, and I am very happy to go and pay that price, especially for the fact that Call of Duty launch titles, Battlefield launch titles, they are around $100, $110, and that is really, really expensive, and honestly paying over $100 in 2017 makes absolutely no sense, so the fact that it's going to be a relatively decent price is a really, really good sign. Now, in conjunction with this announcement, Cliffy B did a ton of tweeting on his personal Twitter, trying to go and clear up any confusion about the PS4 release. He also did an AMA with the other co-founder of Boss Key Productions, Arjan, and with that said, they went and answered a ton of questions in the comments. Now, from these sources, I'm going to be telling you guys 5 things you probably did not know about LawBreakers. The first one, no paid DLC. Cliffy B went explicitly said on Twitter, no paid DLC for LawBreakers. But as we know, LawBreakers is really going and hyping up that development train. They are going introducing a ton of content, a ton of new characters, new maps, new modes, and honestly, I don't think that train's going to be slowing down anytime soon. And with that said, we don't even have a release date. It's Boss Key's only game, and honestly, I think the development life cycle of this game is going to be for many, many years to come. Now, with that said, a lot of people have been asking, how is Boss Key going to be making money after they go and release a game for such a relatively cheap price? Well, with that said, they're going to be implementing microtransactions for LawBreakers, and that's through cosmetics. Cliffy B has said on Twitter many times that LawBreakers is not going to be a pay-to-win game. There is not going to be a paywall in order to go and get access to certain elements of the game. Personally, I think pay-to-win is becoming more of the norm in AAA first-person shooters, especially the Call of Duty series, with Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, having these supply drops and whatnot that you actually have to go and pay real-life money or grind in-game to go and get these cases, and then maybe you might go and get, let's say, the OP assault rifle, the sniper rifle, etc., etc. So with that said, the fact that everything, all the gameplay elements are going to be completely accessible from the get-go is a really, really good thing. Now, a lot of people, including me, would be quite wary of that statement, especially because LawBreakers is being published by Nexon, who has traditionally been a pay-to-win company. But personally, I think Nexon is turning a new leaf. Cliffy would only go and say, okay, LawBreakers is going to be published by Nexon if Nexon is going to be playing by the rules. And personally, I think Cliffy would rather die than see LawBreakers go and be a pay-to-win game. So I think we are in very, very safe hands. Now, my second fact is that Cliffy never said that the Xbox version is off the table. A lot of YouTubers are going and making videos on this, this announcement, the PS4 announcement, and they're saying that it's going to be a PS4 console exclusive. Well, that was never said. It was never said that it's going to be exclusive, so I think they're really just reading, the top layer and not actually going into the actual details of what this announcement really means. Personally, I think that LawBreakers will be available on the Xbox One when it comes to launch. Now, the reason why I go and say that is because Boss Key, I think they're being quite smart. They're going and spreading apart the announcements. They're doing it bit by bit by bit by bit. They go and keep up the hype. We've got the closed beta. Now we've got the PS4 announcement. I think, in the next couple of months, we'll have an Xbox announcement. Why go and announce the PS4 and the Xbox at the same time when you can go and split it apart a bit, go and get a ton of hype on both, rather than just, one big spike where it's just going to go and die eventually. The thing with a game release is you want to go and keep that hype until release, and then when release comes, everybody knows about the game, and then you get a really, really decent first week, a first month, a first year, etc. So I think this is a really, really smart idea, and honestly, Xbox One version LawBreakers probably is going to be coming. My third fact is there's going to be no crossplay. PC players are going to be playing with PC players, PS4 players are going to be playing with PS4 players. Cliffy said on Twitter that it was just simply dumb. There is no point for PC players to go and play with PC because obviously there's going to be a big discrepancy, not in skill, but in the way you play the game. In the interview, he went and said that you know there's a big difference between how you play LawBreakers on the PS4 versus how you go and play it on the PC. So keeping these play bases separate is a really good idea. Number 4, LawBreakers will be played at 60 FPS on the PS4. Now with that said, since LawBreakers will be also PS4 Pro compatible, more than likely the benefit of the Pro version will be in a higher resolution and maybe tunable graphics settings. But from what the tweet went and said, Cliffy went and said with his tweet, it seems like everybody on the PS4 will be able to go and play at 60 frames per second. Now my last fact for today is there's going to be performance increases on the PC because of the PS4 development. Cliffy on Twitter went and said that the PS4 development optimized the PC development, which is great because every frame counts in a fast-paced first-person shooter. And honestly, if I can go and crank up this game to max graphics at 144 frames per second, I will be a very happy man. So with all of that said, please go and comment in the comment section below if you're hyped for this PS4 release of LawBreakers. Any opinions and whatnot would be greatly appreciated. Hopefully we can get a bit of a discussion. But other than that, it's Undercover Dudes all the way from Down Under, out.